You know him as a guest judge on ETF Battles, and today we're going to talk about key investing trends and strategies with cryptos, technology, and ETFs. Dave Kreinces with ETF Portfolio Management joins us right after this. I'm DeLegge with ETF Guide. We're happy to have you with us. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and be sure to check out our one-of-a-kind programs like ETF Battles, along with First Look ETF with the New York Stock Exchange. We're bringing it. So we're pleased to have with us Dave Kreinces, the Chief Investment Officer at ETF Portfolio Management. He's also the author of a book titled Investable Benchmarks, A Guide to ETFs, Technology, and Leverage. It's available at Amazon.com, and the third edition is coming, so stay tuned for that. Dave Kreinces, great to catch up with you, my friend.
Hey, thanks, Ron. Great to be with you.
So let me start with, on some of our episodes of ETF Battles, you've made references to the investable benchmarks, and I'd like you to elaborate on that. What are the investable benchmarks, and how do they work?
Well, it's really exciting. The investable benchmarks are 4 strategic sample ETF portfolios that are revolutionary for investors. Most people can't come close to the performance and protection. The big innovation is using top diversified 3 times asset class ETFs in a balanced approach to amplify returns from a safer portfolio. It's shocking to see that an ultra low risk portfolio, 2 or 3 times levered, can be so much better than a traditional unlevered portfolio.
How have the investable benchmarks performed? Can you give us an update?
We show the performance data and holdings at investablebenchmarks.com. And over the past 10.7 years, the 4 investable benchmark portfolios delivered 11 to 38% annualized compared to 16% for the S&P. On a total return basis, the benchmarks were up 2 to 29 times versus a 3 times gain for the S&P. Now, the 2 times levered investable benchmark shows the extraordinary outperformance clearly. Over the past 10.7 years, the income and growth 2 times portfolio delivered almost double the S&P return with less than half the risk. And while the performance has been incredible, we remind folks that past performance never guarantees future results.
So when it comes to leverage ETFs, do the investable benchmarks favor a certain type of leverage? Is it 2x daily leverage or 3x daily leverage? Is there an optimal type of ETF that uses leverage that you prefer?
Well, the passive investable benchmark portfolios do show both 2 times and 3 times levered ETFs for simplicity. But I prefer the 3 times versions for exposure flexibility and tax efficiency.
One final thing before you take off, let's talk about cryptocurrencies, which are in the news every day. And there are so many extreme opinions in opposite directions, with some saying, well, listen, if you put any of your money in cryptos, you should expect to lose everything. And then at the very opposite spectrum, you've got the cryptocurrency crowd saying, listen, it's fiat currencies. They're the ones that are going to lose all their money. So can you bring some semblances of balance to this conversation for us? Help us make sense of it.
On Wall Street, we say price is truth. And for now, the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum tells me they are both must-own assets for all investors. These digital assets have already attracted many of the world's smartest and largest investors. And Bitcoin just shattered the world speed record to hitting a 1 trillion market cap. It took Facebook 17 years, but it only took Bitcoin 12 years. And Ethereum might get there in just 6 to 8 years. So Ethereum is on track to shatter Bitcoin's incredible record. And at ETF PM, we own both the Ethereum Trust, ETHE, and the Bitcoin Trust, GBTC. And we typically advise passive investors to maintain a 2 to 6% exposure divided evenly in Ethereum and Bitcoin via the over-the-counter trusts or directly through a cryptocurrency exchange, and even both when it makes sense.
Well, Dave, thank you so much for your insights and for stopping by. We'll catch up with you soon.
Thanks, Ron. Great to see you.
Again, that was Dave Kreinces at ETF Portfolio Management. Check out the latest book that he's written, Investable Benchmarks, A Guide to ETFs, Technology, and Leverage. It's available at Amazon.com. And we've got a link to that posted in the description section below of this video. So be sure, again, to check that out. And don't forget to subscribe to ETF Guide TV. We bring you weekly episodes that hopefully help you to make informed investment choices with the goal of a profitable outcome. I'm Ron DeLegge. Thanks for watching ETF Guide TV. We'll see you next time.